Hello, it's Tanya Cole from Tanya Cole Arts here. Hello to anyone that joins me. Say hello or leave me a comment if you do. I'll get a real rush from that. I'm feeling a little bit emotional because whilst I was waiting for this all to connect and go through, because our internet just dropped out, I watched a quick video of America's Got Talent that my son just sent through to me on Facebook. And I was all teary. It was a young 12-year-old girl who sang a song, I Don't Know My Name. And by the end of the song, as it built momentum, she said, I know my name. And that leads beautifully into what I'm talking about today. That basically we don't know who we are. We think we know who we are. But unless we take time for ourselves, we can't get really deep and excavate and discover and find who we really are. And the gifts when we do is just beautiful. I'm getting a weak connection signal, so we've just got dreadful internet service here, so hopefully this will stay on. I'm going to actually upload this video later into a blog post, so you'll be able to access the content there as well. So what do I mean by creative living? So many of you will have heard me talk about our left and right brain, and through my workshops using creativity to help us find solutions, and not just in creating artwork, but actually as a tool to open our minds up to possibilities in our life, in our relationships, in our work setting, with our children. I talk about this, and by no means have I clinched any of it. It's always a work in progress, and it's something that I can keep bringing in and practicing. And in addition to creating my artworks, I love reading personal growth stories, books and so on too. I love philosophizing about life with people. I love delving deeper, finding out more about how I can improve myself and improve my life. And often I'll be reading these sorts of books and think, I want to share this. I want other people to read this, and that whole thing of when you've got something really yummy or nice, you just have to share it. So basically, in a nutshell, creative living is basically when either we're shut down or we're open. And when we've got, say, in our work situation, things that we're resisting doing, such as, the more menial tasks, we will feel a resistance, so we'll actually close down and there'll be a resistance to doing those things. But if we can approach those things as though it is art, so finding the art in what we're doing, it opens us up. And this whole thing about mindfulness and so on, find the one thing that you can become creative about what you're doing. So I've heard people say embrace doing the dishes and all those sorts of things, but actually it's just a switch that we turn. So we catch ourselves and go, I'm resisting doing this. It might be some aspect in relationships. So, okay, an example of being a parent and being a mum to my kids, and they're aggro or whatever. The minute that we choose to be mindful and engage with them and become present, then their behaviour eases away. And it starts with us. So if you catch yourself in resistance, you're feeling shut down, you're getting irritated, you're not enjoying what the present moment is. Catch that resistance and go, I'm holding back, I'm holding off, I'm resisting this experience. Like I just want my kids to go to sleep, or later on when I've got my own time. We have to catch ourselves with that resistance and then fully immerse ourselves in it, and finding the creativity or the fun of the moment, and that will help the kids reset themselves. So I suppose that's my best example at the moment, because I'm struggling with that one, and it can be applied to any situation where we're resisting something or we're shut down. Find the creativity in the moment, or turn that moment or experience into your art. So that's where that was just a little nugget, I guess, and I'm probably not explaining it as well as I would like, and I think I'll expand on it more in a blog post later. But within the art workshops that I run and online courses and so on, the whole message underneath it all is that we can live our life or look at the art that is our life. So we use creativity, so any creative act, whether it's music, listening to music, playing music, making art, dancing, moving our bodies, acting, singing, that expression enables us to access our right brain and our creative brain that's full of possibilities, and it enables us to just suspend things for the moment to view what our left brain is doing, the routine thinking and rigid thought process and blocks that we might have. So creative acts and being creative is such an important aspect to helping us go deeper within ourselves to observe our thought processes. So often we're at the mercy of our thinking and we think we are our thoughts, but we're under so many other layers deeper down, and creativity and immersing ourselves in creative acts allow that suspension of thought and for us to become the viewer. And it's just amazing to experience it, and I think it's a gift that we all should give ourselves, otherwise we're just living our lives in the routine and in the rut. So I often say to people in my workshops, as you would with exercise and building your physical muscles and making that time to exercise, we all know we've got to eat healthy, we've all got to exercise to be whole or balanced. What's missing is that we're not told that we need to build our creative muscles as well, and prioritise time to creativity, because there is just another whole world once we do that, and it's really creativity and being in the creative flow that we get solutions that come to us about every aspect of our lives, and shifts can happen. So whenever someone's blocked, stuck, life isn't going how they want, do something creative, whatever you're called to do or feel like you want to do that makes you feel a little bit of joy, go and do it, whether it's dancing or anything that helps you express yourself. You will have that opportunity to dip down into being really present and then observing. So yeah, that was basically what I wanted to talk about. So resistance versus creative living, our thoughts versus feelings. So whenever we've got some resistance to something, we're in our heads. It's our thoughts that are trapping us and shutting us down. If we can catch ourselves and go, I'm feeling resistant to whatever I'm doing, you'll jump into creative living. So you'll be in that mindful present state, and same as you would jump out of the thought process that keeps you stuck there to feeling. So your heart will open and you will find your inner child and the person that wants to have fun in this situation, even if your kids are having meltdowns. If you suddenly jump out of that resistant body or thought and into just a letting go, it is a switch and we can choose to do it, but often we'll hold on to the resistance because it's the train track we know so well. And I think there's a stuckness about suffering that we can stay in, and creativity and flicking the switch to go into that creative thought process about, I'm going to make this an art. I'm going to interact with my kids as an art form. Now, there's so much you can play with that. And I know it's a really bizarre concept for lots of people, but it works, and it can be something that you can keep practicing and getting better at, and it can become quicker. So I'm putting some accountability out there to people that I know and I rub shoulders with, that I need to do that more instead of whinge that I'm not coping with my children or something. So recapping again, creative living. So the resistance versus creative living, in our thoughts versus feeling and going into our body, and then left brain versus right brain. And I'll probably list those in the blog post and try and explain it a little bit. I'm still nervous and enjoying these live feeds, so it's a little bit distracting, and my thought process probably isn't as clear as it should be. And if you're interested in exploring sort of creativity further, I do in-person workshops. I'm going to start releasing online workshops soon, and I've got a secret Facebook group called Curious Creatives where you get to dabble with some art supplies, and just putting that time aside can be invaluable. So that can be a way to start some creative immersement and then utilize that in your life. So yeah, contact me if you're interested in something like that, and I can give you some more details. All right, I'm going to finish there because it's over 10 minutes and I'm coming up to my lucky 11. So thanks if you tuned in, and I'll catch you later. See ya.